for questions.
Thank you, Dr. Haushalter, Mayor Harris, fellow citizens of Shelby County. I'm Dr. Bruce Randolph, Health Officer for Shelby County. I'd like to bring you up to date and announce that effective today, we will be issuing a new health directive number 12. And I'd like to just spend some time highlighting some of the revisions that we have made in this particular health directive. One of the things that we want to point out is that currently all businesses and services in Shelby County may open for business with the following exceptions. Adult entertainment businesses and venues that are only open to people 18 and over and that have offer close contact interactions and our communal activities, and festivals, fairs, parades, large-scale sporting events, and large-scale community events are not allowed unless the department has approved a site-specific plan for the event. The other areas of businesses that are open, and I've mentioned that businesses are open, I want to just address specifically some of the health measures pertaining to these businesses. So full-service restaurants, limited service restaurants, bars, clubs, beer pubs, wine bars, tap rooms, hookah and vaporing and cigar bars, lounges. We encourage you to adhere to their statewide licensing guidelines as well as the following restrictions. In addition to the health measures that all businesses and services must adhere to that's outlined in this health directive, here are some specific things that we're expecting these establishments to adhere to. One, there should be no standing room seating at the physical bar, though tables can be placed and used in the bar area. Alcohol may only be served with food to customers who are seated at the table. Food services at a table for each customer should not exceed 2 hours. And if properly permitted, local and state law, any curbside and drive-through or delivery services may continue, but the sale of alcohol must stop at 10 p.m. All establishments still must close at 10 p.m., though the curbside and delivery services can continue. The other significant thing that we want to point out is that the hookah, vaping, and cigar bars, in order to operate, you must adhere to the safety measures. Your establishment must be well ventilated. Customers must be seated at least 6 feet apart. No more than 2 people at a booth. And anyone sitting at a booth must be of the same household. The tips and tubing used must be disposed of and the equipment cleaned after each use. And customers must wear a mask if they're not eating, drinking, or smoking. Dancing and singing was not allowed or permitted. That will apply also to the limited service restaurants and full service restaurants, and that is live music can occur, but no dancing inside, only outside, and you must be 6 feet apart, and music must be played in such a level that conversational speech can occur and people do not have to yell. Last thing I want to mention, last two things. One is that playgrounds are open, and it is up to the operators of the given playground to ensure that the safety measures are met and that the facilities are maintained accordingly. There's been some discussion about the multi-person biking vehicles. They are permitted to operate with the following conditions: that no consumption of beer or alcohol can occur while riding the vehicle. The vehicles cannot stop at a establishment in order for persons to go buy alcoholic beverage. Operators must adhere to the safety measures outlined in the directive, and patrons must wear the mask at all times, and there should not be yelling. These vehicles should be maintained at least 12 feet away from people who are seated outside or walking on the sidewalk. Last thing is that the outdoor and indoor sporting venues will continue to require 12 feet separation at this time until we determine that it would be safer to adjust that distance. With that, I will stop and entertain any specific questions that you may have. I would encourage everyone to go to our website, Shelby, tnhealth.com. This directive would be listed there, posted there on the website. I encourage everyone to have a copy, read it, understand, and set up your establishment accordingly, because the enforcement will be based on whether or not you are adhering to these safety measures that's outlined in this health directive.